Hello, all of you. CA Dipti Chheda here. So, another budget 2023 is out, and here we are to discuss all the amendments which are there for this budget. As I start with the discussion for budget highlights, it's not just directly putting all the highlights as we have already discussed in our WhatsApp and Telegram group, but what was there earlier, what it is going to be now, and what is the impact. All that when you analyze, then you understand what is. Now we are not discussing anything about what are the benefits for the other sectors and custom duty and GST. Straight I'm starting with what are the amendments in direct taxes. This budget is budget 2023, which is going to be applicable for financial year 23-24, assessment year 24-25. So right now, February 1st, the finance minister, she has presented the budget. This is going to be approved in both the houses of parliament, then approved by president, and then budget 2023 will become Finance Act 2023, applicable from 1st of April. And there are some amendment which needs lot of clarity. So for that, they will make up guidelines and then they will introduce that. When I come to that point, I'll say, so there are many amendments in this budget and upcoming Finance Act 2023, which will be applicable instead of from 1st April, 1st July, right? And I'm using this PDF material for our budget discussion. So this PDF material is already uploaded in the description. You can see concept classes app link is there. You can download the app, and there in the free material section already this, then tax amendment videos for all the 2023 exams, all that are uploaded separately for direct taxes and GST. So you can take it from there. And in our Telegram group also, I'll put this PDF. So when you scroll up the Telegram group, you can have the PDF and do. I've tried my best to compile the budget changes even headwise, like slab rates, then impact on all heads of income, and then deductions, and then 2-3 superb amendment as always expected for TDS. So still, because lot of clarity is more needed when they speak up in the language, however best you try to see from the direct annexure of the budget also, from the speech also, few things are not exactly clarified, and soon they will clarify. So before 1st April, lot of clarification comes about the implications of the budget, and guidelines are framed, because they just say one line, okay, this is going to be taxable, gaming is going to be taxable at 30%, but how and what and all. So like that it is. So if there are any corrections, just subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. Surely you will be getting an updated video on that also. Like I've already uploaded 2 videos on amendments, but now there's a concept called as updated return. Updated return, now and then the clarifications are coming. So one more third video will come in the tax amendment playlist for updated return. So if you want to watch, you can watch the videos with the amendments. And just last thing before I start is, many students are asking how we can get connected is, if you really want to understand the core of accounts, it's a challenge. Go to the tax concept playlist, watch one video every day. Some are like 1 minute, some are like 5 minutes. How ESS is calculated, what is maximum marginal rate, how unutilized basic. So beautifully, the terms are going to be very clear for all of you. That is my assurance and guarantee. So start watching one video in the tax concept playlist. And if you have more doubts after watching this budget highlight videos, comment below. I'll surely clear it. Right? So now straight here we start with our discussion for budget 2023. This is not going to be applicable, dear students, for the 23 exams. For 23, it is like financial year 22-22, Finance Act 22, Budget 22, for which already tax amendment videos are applicable. This is for your work in your articleship in your office from 1st April in your business. And this is going to be applicable for financial year 23-24, starting from 1st April 23 to 31st March 24, and assessment year 24-25. And these changes from students' point of view will be applicable for 2024 exams. Okay, right. 1 second. So here we start directly with the first amendment. Now, as you all know, there are two ways of calculating the tax on income. Old tax regime slab rates are same, no change. 0 to 2,50,000 nil, 2,50,000 to 5 lakh, 5%, 5 lakh to 10 lakh, 20% above 10 lakh, 30%. That is same. In new tax regime, they have increased the basic exemption from 2,50,000 to 3 lakh. So if someone is paying the tax in new tax regime, this point number 1 is covering 4 major amendments. Let us discuss that. First one is up to 3 lakh. This is called as like basic exemption. No tax is going to be there. From 3 lakh to 6 lakhs, 5%. 6 lakh to 9 lakh, 10%. 9 lakh to 12 lakh, 15%. 12 lakh to 15%, 20 lakhs. And whatever is your income above 15 lakhs, the tax is going to be 30%. Now, if my income is 18 lakhs, it's not on 18 lakhs I have to pay 30% tax. We have to calculate in the slab. 0 to 3 lakh nil, 3 lakh to 6 lakh. On that 3 lakh 5%, that is 15,000 and so on. So above 15 lakhs, the tax is going to be 30% in the new tax regime. Okay. Now, those who are opting for new tax regime, if they are having total income up to 7 lakhs, they can get a rebate. See, when your total income is 5 lakhs, 6 lakhs, or exactly up to 7 lakhs, you calculate the tax. Okay. If you calculate the tax, shall we do it? 0 to 3 lakh nil. 3 lakh to 6 lakhs, how much is the tax on the next 3 lakh? 5%. That is coming to 15,000. And 6 lakh to 7 lakh, one more lakh. How much is the tax? 10%. That is 10,000. So your tax is coming on 7 lakh income. The tax is 25,000. You will get a rebate under section 87A of 25,000 and your tax payable is nil. Ma'am, if my income is 6,50,000 nil. So lower income group who are opting for new tax regime, they are getting full benefit under this budget, appreciated benefit, that if they are in the lower middle income group who are having income up to 7 lakhs per annum, total income from all the heads after the deductions, they need not pay tax. Ma'am, if my income is 7 lakh 10,000, then you have to calculate the tax. On that tax, you have to pay the e-cess also. I hope my speed is fine and you all are following this. If any doubts are there, comment below. Those who are watching live, chat box is on. You can comment now, and those who are watching it as a recording in YouTube, you can also always comment below. And if you like the way of explanation, तो भी comment कर दो. हम भी थोड़ा motivate हो जाएंगे और videos बनाने. चलो, next. Standard deduction. Until now, in the new tax regime, standard deduction for salaried employees up to 50,000. Whatever they earn, 50,000 standard deduction was there under section 60 in the old tax regime. In the new tax regime, no standard deduction was there. Now they are giving standard deduction for new tax regime. If their total income is 15.5 lakhs and above, then additional standard deduction of 50 to 500. And otherwise also, standard deduction of 50,000 to salaried employee and deduction from family 15,000 is currently allowed. It is proposed to allow these two deductions in the new regime also. I'll explain little bit of this. So many times when the employees retire, they're not getting salary, but monthly they get pension. Now this monthly pension is like salary only, but you are right now not employee. You are the former or earlier employee, right? Now, in the new tax regime, if you are just receiving the pension, no HRA, no allowances, no perquisite, still you can take a standard deduction of 50,000. And when the employee, then someone is asking me, why, when 50 and when 52, I'll clear. If you are paying tax in new tax regime, earlier there was no standard deduction, now 50,000 standard deduction. But if your total income exceeds 15 lakh 50,000, then additional standard deduction, that is instead of 50, it will be 50 to 500. Clear? Same way, when the employee is deceased, the monthly pension is given to his family members, widow, children, legal heirs, which is taxable in their hands in income from other sources. Their deduction is allowed up to 15,000. This deduction of family pension was not allowed if you are filing your return in new tax regime till last year. Now it is allowed. In fact, if I start teaching what is new tax regime, there's a separate video. I'll put up the link here. It's called Alternative Tax Regime under Section 115 BAC. There are no deductions allowed. ATC, your HRA, your ATD, Mediclaim, no deductions are allowed. So I don't know. It's my personal view. Everyone is saying it's a superb thing. So many benefits they are giving in new tax regime. But still, I'll show you one comparative at the end. Wait and watch the video till end. I'll tell you the comparative. There are cases wherein now also, if you are taking deductions of ATC, housing loan repayment, PPF, Mediclaim, HRA and all that, even though the tax rates are high in the old regime, 2 lakh, 10 lakh ke upar hi you are paying 30% tax in the old regime, still your final tax will come low. Now, question you all must be having is, ma'am, to do this or this, then this amendment says D amendment, new income tax regime will be default regime. If you are filing the return now, it's a default regime if you don't decide. And if you are already opting for old regime, they can continue in the old regime. My own return, frankly, in 30% with all the deductions, the tax is low in the old regime. I'm filing in the old regime. But those who are now starting and not decided, they will by default go into the new regime according to the speech. Now, here one thing is old regime and new regime. As a student, as a teacher, we try to explain and we calculate. But let me tell you, all the offices are using now softwares and then you can just compare. Like I feel where my practical, this example I've seen, that where it is the return of senior citizens or HUF, where they don't have much ATCs and ATDs and all, it's beneficial to go for new tax regime. And where you have all the heads of income, you want to avail all the deductions and all, then still the old tax regime is there. So you can choose, but one thing is there. If you go into the new tax regime, then you have to follow it for 5 continuous years. You cannot come out of that. If you come out, you can't go in. Once covered under new tax regime, then it will be there for minimum 5 years. Is this clear to all of you? Check all this, no? And if you have any doubt, ask. Those who are not having PDF and not willing to download the app and take the PDF can take a screenshot of this and check if you have any doubt. We have finished with all the amendments which are there for new tax regime. पूछो, कुछ doubt है तो भी पूछो. All right. One implication I can feel, those who are watching, please share this video that's made in very simple English, and I'm trying to explain a little bit extra so that layman in your family, business people can also understand this. And for my dear students, I feel upcoming exam, at least they will ask a lot of questions from the new tax regime because they have made it default tax regime. They have changed. So definitely they can see, you can see the importance of the new regime there. हमने कुछ नया बनाया है. You have to follow. This is my gut feeling saying that they can ask you 8-10 marks question. Okay, let us recap. Old tax regime, no change. New tax regime, now from salary you will get a standard deduction. From family pension, taxable in income from other sources also 15,000 flat, up to 15,000 you will get the deduction. 1/3 or 15,000 that is there. And in new tax regime, if someone is filing the return and having the total income up to 7 lakhs, then full rebate they will get. Rebate is your tax is reduced and you don't have to pay any tax on your total income, as I have shown you here. Your tax is 25,000 and final tax is nil. But if it is 7,10,000, calculate the tax, pay, add education says 4% on tax. Tax is calculated on income. Surcharge is calculated on tax. ESS is calculated on tax. plus surcharge. This is like a song which should be very clear in your ears. Done. Now let us go to one of the really nice benefit, welcoming benefit for people who are having income above 5 crores. Earlier, 2 to 5 crores, those who were having the income, okay, total income, they were paying surcharge at the rate of 25%. And those who were earning above 5 crore, they were paying surcharge. Surcharge, what is surcharge? Surcharge is the additional tax on tax. Oh, you are earning above 5 crore. Quite nice income. Can you pay additional tax? Normal tax is 10, 20. Maximum you have seen it's 30%. You can afford to pay additional tax. So those who are having very higher income, they were paying tax on tax. And if the income crosses 5 crores, they were paying surcharge at the rate of 37%. 37% slab is done away with. Now, if your income exceeds, your total income exceeds 2 crores, then surcharge rate is 25% only. Is this clear? Like for an individual, up to 50 lakh income, just pay tax and 4% TCES on tax. 50 lakh to 1 crore, it is 10% surcharge. 1 crore to 2 crore total income, it is 25%, 15% surcharge. 50 lakhs to 1 crore, 10%. It's not written here, I'm saying. And 1 crore to the next, that is 2 crore, it is 15%. 2 crore above till 10 crore, whatever crore your income is, the surcharge rate, higher cap is now 25%, 37% is not there. So this is one of the welcome measure, and this is going to reduce your total tax. You know, your final tax in the technical term is called as maximum marginal rate of tax. Maximum marginal rate of tax, or popularly known as MMR, and like hot favorite for MCQs questions in CA CMA all the exams. तो ये क्या है? On tax, if you want, just pick up your calculator. 100 rupees is your income. On that, tax is 30 rupees, 30%. Highest rate of the tax is 30. On tax, highest rate of surcharge is now 25%. So this is coming to 30 ka 25%. 30 into 25%. 7.5. So what is tax plus surcharge? 7.5. And on this, E-cess, education cess, with the money which goes for Sakshata mission and all, 4%. So on 37.5, 4%. That is 1.5. So how much finally the total tax you are paying to government? That is 39%. How is it? Maximum marginal rate of tax is 39% instead of 42.744%. Earlier, 42 point वो आप कर लेना. If you charge on this 37% on tax to 42.74 आएगा. So, you know, those who were having 5 crore and above income, they were putting all their incomes and all outside India. Like this, it must be the reason, I feel. So that now, because why? It's a very high rate. No, if I'm earning 100 rupees and if I'm paying 43% tax, what is this? So now the highest rate of surcharge is reduced to 25%, whether your income is 2 crore, 5 crore, 8 crore and all. On tax is calculated on income. Surcharge is calculated on tax. E-cess is calculated on tax plus surcharge. Clear? So maximum marginal rate, if they ask in exam, it will be how much now? 39%. Okay? Right. Let me make you little good. If you want, you can pause the video and note down how 39%. So whenever in your office someone is asking you, अरे ये AOP BOI इसको तो MMR के रेट से टैक्स लगाओ. In interview, students are being asked these questions. Okay, what is the MMR rate applicable in? They fumble. Why? मैम कभी सुना नहीं MMR. क्यों नहीं सुना? सुनो करो. Income tax is like, you have got 100% right to ask doubts to your teachers, to your mentors. and no doubt is silly. कोई doubt छोटा नहीं है, कोई doubt बड़ा नहीं है, doubt है, पूछो. In my Telegram group, so many people, they click the picture and they send it, and whenever I check it once in a day, I clear all the doubts with the help of voice note. Very bad in typing, but in our routine class also, this is the speed, this is the way you should understand the logic. Next time, now if they ask you, you know the calculation, 100 into 30% into 125% as 25% into 104%, and that's coming to 39%. Nice. Next is salary. Salary had only one change is their leave encashment. You know, every year the employees get some leaves, and at the end, if they have worked on holidays, they get paid for it. Some leaves are paid, some are carry forward, and some to lapse. That is why chalo ab ye 3 छुट्टियां तो ले ही लेते हैं, से lapse हो जाएगा. This is a concept of leave encashment. Now, leave encashment, when the employee is retiring, he gets lump sum. Okay, in these 25 years, these many leaves you have taken, this is your accumulated leaves. Accumulated leave means you have worked on holidays and you should be paid for that. So that leave encashment is a kind of retirement benefit which is given by employer to employee, like along with gratuity, pension, VRS and all that. Okay. So this leave encashment, there's a way how you calculate average of 10 months. I'm not going detail in that. But when you calculate how much leave encashment employee is receiving and how much will be exempt. So the government limit till last year was 3 lakh, which is straight increase to 25 lakhs. Now let me tell you, no books will clarify, but I'm telling you this practically, this is a pitfall for many times in the exams and practical side. Leave encashment limit earlier was 3 lakh. Now from this year up to 25 lakhs, non-government employees getting leave encashment will be exempt. Ma'am, what about government employees? Anyhow, the leave encashment is fully exempt. Government employees receiving gratuity and all, everything is exempt. This limit is for lifetime, dear students. If I worked 8 years with, say, Anil, and Anil, in the 8 years I'm working with you, and you are paying me, say, 8 lakh rupees as leave encashment, and I took it as exempt. Next 8 years, when I'm working with Karthik, Karthik is paying me 30 lakh rupees. So 8 lakhs already I have exempted my leave with Anil. I can take maximum encashment 25 minus 8. Kitna aega? 17 lakhs. So this is the government limit for leave encashment for lifetime. Clear? Next, now we are going to house property. No change. Coming to business end. Super wonderful change, and I don't know, so many articles and newspapers and all last 2 days I'm going through. No one is much highlighting about this, but it is a very much welcome measure for retail businesses, small business owners, who are having business turnover of 2 crore and all. So there's let me explain you first what is 44AD. 44AD in very brief I'm explaining, so don't think कि बहुत ज़्यादा समझा रहे, because if I directly say 44AD limit is changed from 2 crore to 3 crore, it's like I'm not reading a newspaper. This is an analysis. As a teacher, it is our duty to make it clear. ठीक है? So what is 44AD? That there are small businesses who are having turnover up to 2 crore. They were going for presumptive taxation. Presumptive taxation is, suppose if my turnover is 150 lakhs, on 150 lakhs, I will show 8% as the net profit. Just an example. So on 150 lakhs is 1.5 crores into 8%. So my net profit is coming 12 lakhs, and on 12 lakhs, I will pay the tax. On 12 lakhs, I will pay the tax, and I need not maintain books of accounts under section 44AA. I need not get my books audited because above 1 crore audit is there. But if I'm going for presumptive taxation, कोई books maintain नहीं करना है, कोई audit नहीं करवाना है, And anyhow, the turnover details you have above 20 lakhs. If your turnover is GST, UK entry to ho gayi. So you have the turnover details. Minimum 8% net profit you show. Pay the tax. Bye bye. Don't worry. Such hassle free, because small business owners will say हम लोग books maintain करें, accountant को रखें, ये सब करें कि हम business करें. So they said, okay, we don't want few people to pay too much of tax. We want wider tax base. We want more people to pay thoda thoda tax. That's why 44AD was introduced years back. A lot of other provisions are there. If I just teach 44AD comparative, it will take time. There's a separate video in the tax concept you can watch. But yeah, no. Some of you are asking, ma'am, from 12 lakhs, any expenditure will be allowed? No. See, 100 rupees you are earning, 92 rupees expense, so they are already allowing. 92 rupees expense, they are already allowing. 8 rupees, 8% of the net profit. And if yours is a digital turnover, like all online sales, you're just selling on Amazon and all the money comes in your bank, then 6% of the 6% net profit of the turnover you can show. This is minimum. If you want, you can show 10%, 14%, but minimum you have to show this and file your return. So here, the welcome amendment is that this 44AD, the turnover limit of 2 crore is increased to 3 crore. So from financial year 2023, if your turnover is up to 3 crore, then don't maintain the books, don't get it audited, just show this much net profit, file your return and you're free. One condition is your receipts in cash should not exceed 5%. Okay, that condition they have put up. And now here, similar amendment is there in 44ADA. Like this is for the business owners, this is for the professionals, doctors, lawyers, chartered accountant, interiors, architects. If they are having gross receipt. Now, see, professionals don't have sale and purchase, but they have gross receipts. So if their gross receipt is up to 75 lakhs, 50% they can show net profit and they need not maintain the books, they need not file the return, all the other conditions are same. Okay. But again, here also many other conditions are there. Once they opt, they should be there for 5 years. And if after 3 years I say, no, I will maintain the books and show मेरा तो ना gross margin मेरे business में 3% है, मैं क्यों 8% भरूं? So then I will maintain the books and audit and all. Once you opt out, you can't opt in for 5 years. Okay, this is the best I could give. And over, I can't go in much of the section in detail. Still, if you have any queries, ask. Once again, 44AD is presumptive taxation for business. Their turnover limit is increased from 2 crore to 3 crore. And 44AD is for professionals, where the gross receipts limit is increased from 50 lakhs to 75 lakhs. If you're getting audit fees and all, show 50% net profit and done. Okay, since COVID, we are talking a lot about Atmanirbhar Bharat, and for that, startups benefits are given lot of to the startups. Like in the 10 years, any 3 years, 100% profit in the block of the 3 years is exempt. Like that, lot of benefit is given to startups subject to conditions they need to satisfy. This startup benefit is extended from March 23 to 24. At least you should incorporate and start with your startup in March 24 ke pehle. Then in the next 10 years, any 3 years, you can take the benefit of the startup. Okay, right. MSMEs, that is small enterprises, medium and small enterprises and all. Any payment made to MSMEs and all, it will be allowed only if payment is actually made. See, we have a section 43B. Every layman, अच्छा आप business करते हैं, 43B बिल्कुल मालूम है. If expenses are not paid in March, expense to outstanding, and you reduce the profit and tax. But if there are some expense which are outstanding in March, at least pay them till the due date of filing the return, no? That is July or September, whatever it is for you. So in that 43B, one addition done is MSMEs. MSMEs के लिए they are saying if you make payment to MSMEs, then it will be allowed under business head as expense only if you actually paid. Like interest to bank, interest account debit to interest due on loan, not allowed. March May you could not pay the interest to the bank. Pay it in April, May, June, July. If you pay in December, it will be allowed in next year. Abhi to it will be disallowed. So 43B scope is increased with this. I don't know. I decided to take it very slow, so that you understand the background. And then, but if anywhere you feel anything is not clear, please do ask me. I'm taking lot of efforts. I'm honestly saying my third tax amendment video I've kept on hold, because when budget comes, it is a duty of a teacher to compile all this. I took a lot of time. From the best of the inputs, I have taken all this, and from the budget speech raw, what PDF is available. So compiling and making it all very clear कि हाँ earlier ऐसा था अब ऐसा है. Not just directly saying MSC is on deduction. So if you feel, then at least make sure you share it with 5 of your friends whom you feel budget highlights will be helpful if they are working practically in offices. Whenever you are traveling or free, you can listen to this video. So do share it with your friends, family members who you feel it will be helpful. All right, business head is over. Coming to capital gains. Capital gains, nice amendment is there. First one I'll discuss. जब nice बोला है तो अच्छा वाला. Conversion of gold into e-gold receipts. You know, those who are converting their gold into e-gold receipts, bonds and all, and then again converting them vice versa, it will not attract capital gain. That will promote the people to go for more e-gold, gold monetization schemes and all. So physical gold is converted and they give you a receipt. And then again, when you want that receipt, if you give, you'll get your money at the market rate of gold. So that's all detail. You can study this scheme. So here, no capital gain is going to be charged. It's not treated as capital asset under section 45 chargeability section. Now, whenever you sell the house, no, there's huge capital gain. To avoid that, you can buy a house, you can construct a house. 2 years forward, you can buy, 3 years forward, you can construct. But when you sell the house, now the new house which you are purchasing, they have put an upper cap limit of 10 crore. So say sale consideration minus index cost of acquisition. Say my capital gain is coming to 18 crore and I have purchased the new house for 24 crore. 18 करोड़ कैपिटल गेन है, 24 करोड़ का नया घर खरीद लिया. नहीं है मेरे पास 24 करोड़ ही नहीं है घर खरीदने के लिए. Just giving an example, I can avail the exemption under section 54. Sold the house and within the time given, 2 years from the date of transfer, I purchased another house for 24 crore. So how much is eligible here? Instead of 24 crore, only 10 crore, and on 8 crore you have to pay tax. Ma'am, but the new house is full 24 crores. That's why people were taking undue benefit of this exemption. So now under section 54, and same for 54F. 54F is you sell jewelry, you sell plot, kuch bhi becho, ghar kharido. 54 is ghar becho, ghar kharido. Sell the house, buy the house. 54F is sell anything and buy the house. So when you sell anything and you buy the house, upper limit of 54F also, how much you can invest in the new house? 10 crores. That's the upper limit. Okay, right. Okay, some cooperative manufacturing units, no, like we all know Amul is like cooperative manufacturing units. So Amul is old, but many examples are there. So they are being taxed at concessional rate of 15%, subject to some condition. And this a concessional rate of taxing cooperative manufacturing societies at the rate of 15%, this is being extended from March 23 to 24. So 23, 24 also if you do, no problem. Now last but second last to kuch aur hai. Last all the amendments which are like pumping heart, I feel practically exam all. Chalo, let us begin with all the amendments in the TDS. Okay. So for cooperative societies, cash withdrawal limit, there is a TDS section. First, I'll explain you what is 194N. 194N says, see, we are moving towards digital currency. They're saying use GPay, Paytm, Google Pay, debit card. पैसे cash चाहिए क्यों? The government is saying, if you withdraw from your own bank account cash above 2 crores, whatever is the withdrawal above 2 crore, on that TDS is deducted at 2%. This is normal provision of 194N started from last year. Once again, I am repeating, if I have withdrawn 2 crore 10 lakhs, up to 2 crore, no problem. On 10 lakhs, my own money, if I withdraw from bank will deduct TDS. So what is the limit of withdrawal under 194N? 2 crores. TDS 194C 30,000. Everywhere limits are there. So 194N says up to 2 crore. If you withdraw, no problem. Whatever you withdraw above 2 crore, TDS is deducted. For cooperative societies, cash withdrawal limit is increased from 2 crore to 3 crore. They need to pay cash and all whatever it is. So the limit is increased from 2 crore to 3 crore under section 194N for cash withdrawals only for cooperative societies. Okay, right. Next is EPF. Full form of EPF is Employees Provident Fund. Generally, when you get money on the maturity of, PF, every month I get 100 rupees salary, my employer is paying 12 rupees in PF and he gives me 88. Have you heard? The employees, किसी को पूछो salary package, हाँ वैसे तो 100 है लेकिन काट कुट के 88 आता है हाथ में. तो this काट कुट के is PF. They put your money in PF. When you retire, PF money is given to the employee. Now there are different kind of PF that I don't want to discuss, RPF, URPF and all. But PF money given to employee by employer on retirement is exempt. But sometimes if it is premature withdrawal, like if there's a wedding or education or health needs, the employees will withdraw the money from his PF premature within 5 years and all. Then premature withdrawals are taxable. So when premature withdrawals were taxable, the employee should give all the details to employer. If employee is not giving PAN card details to employer while deducting TDS on EPF, the TDS is going to be deducted now at 20%. Earlier it was 30%. Clear? Read the point. Read the point. Yeah, one thing I'm missing is I'm explaining everything in my way and I'm giving all examples and explanations, but I don't know, good or bad, I cannot read word to word and teach. You can, when I'm like, pause the video, agar mera explanation samajh mein aa gaya aur aap ek baar zarur padna. Watch this budget video twice and you'll be like awesome clear for working in your offices for sure. In case of premature withdrawal EPF, normally the TDS is deducted at 10%. In case of failure to furnish the PAN details, earlier TDS was deducted at 30%, which is now capped down or brought down to 20%. Clear to all of you? Right. TDS on online gaming. Okay. With effect from 1st July 2023. Now see, online gaming, PUBG and all this, so many people and online, those cricket 11 and kya kya naam hai. So this online gaming has become a huge business and it is taxable. Okay, last year ऐसा एक और bump फूटा था, that was VDA, virtual digital asset, that is cryptocurrency, Bitcoin and all that is also taxable at 30%. Same way from this year, but as I told you, some guidelines will be coming for this, so they have made it applicable from 1st July 2023. Till then they will come up with guidelines, notifications, circulars to make things clear and make it workable. It includes TDS online gaming, including 30% on total winning amount paid in the financial year. So flat 30% on online gaming. This is the first added. Second thing is abolition of 10,000 limit. See, 194B and 194BB. These are for casual income, lottery, KBC, Bonvita quiz, spell bee. So wherever 194B is, if you are getting these kind of one-time income, TDS is deducted at 30% if this income throughout the year exceeds 10,000. So in KBC, if you are getting 5,000, no TDS. If you are getting 15,000, then on full 15,000 TDS will be deducted because it exceeded 10,000. तो ये 10,000 का cap था. 194BB is horse races. Income from horse races also there was a cap of 10,000. Gaming, no cap of 10,000. Because like people are very smart, no? When you put ki cash expenditure 10,000 से नहीं करना, ठीक है, हम cash expenditure we will do 16,000 and we will make two bills of 8,000, 8,000. Caught up, otherwise free. Got it or not? So like this, people were splitting the gaming winnings below 10,000. Now they'll all be caught up. There's no limit, threshold limit of 10,000 that if you are getting gaming income of 7,000, it should not be taxable. Whatever gaming income you are getting, 30% TDS काट के ही आपको पैसा आएगा. You pay on online app or whatever it is. So that is the provision. TDS provisions are very nice. Every time in the budget, like last year they added VDA, before that they added 194O, e-commerce operators, and if your turnover exceeds 10 crore, 206C, 1H and all. So like this, be alert about this. These are the things practically asked in interviews also. Okay, what are the amendments of TDS? So first one, 194N limit raised, withdrawal limit raised for cooperative society from 2 crore to 3 crore. Next is premature withdrawal of EPF, yeah, and TDS on online gaming. Okay, that is abolished. 10,000 limit is not there and it's flat taxable at 30%. Last changes is in TCS, tax collected at source. TDS is I am generating 100 rupees income for you, 10 I'll deduct and pay to government, 90 I'll give, and for 10 I'll give certificate. TCS is while I collect, I'm selling you the goods of 100, I'll collect 10 rupees extra and pay to government. That is tax collected at source. So now here, what it is, let us see this key, what they are saying. TCS में ना एक section है 206C where overseas tour packages, yeah, overseas tour packages and all, if you take, then TDS was deducted till last year up to 5%. Overseas tour package means you are traveling to Sweden, Norway, Switzerland, and you have taken a package of 5 lakh. So you are paying 5 lakh to the tour operators. They will deduct TDS. I mean, say they will collect extra. 5 lakh ke upar 5% they will collect TCS and pay to government and give you a certificate, and 5 lakh is their package price. Got it? So overseas tour package, there was no limit earlier also. So now, if you take overseas tour package from a traveler, foreign travel, then TDS is going to be deducted instead of 5% at 20%. Secondly, if you are taking converted currencies, like I am traveling to London on my own, koi package nahi liya, but I want the currency, or USA jana hai, so I have paid rupees and I want dollars. So when you do currency conversion, till last year up to 7 lakh currency conversion, no problem was there. After that, they were deducting the charging the TCS. 7 lakh limit is done away with. Except today also 7 lakh limit is there if you need currency for education and medical treatment. If you are going for foreign education and you need foreign currency, up to 7 lakh no TCS. Beyond that, TCS will be there. Medical treatment you need currency, up to 7 lakh no problem. Beyond that, if you need, TCS is going to be deducted instead of 5% at 20%. Okay. More clarification if I get, I will surely come up with budget highlights part 2 and make one more video. Okay. So we have covered with all the 5 heads. We have covered with TDS, all these provisions, 194N change, EPF change. Online gaming is going to be taxable and all. Online gaming, please remember, it's not from 1st April, it's from 1st of July. Yeah, whatever amount proceeds you get from LIC, on maturity, if you have taken a policy, first thing is you get the money if there is an accident, death, or anything. Secondly, if nothing goes wrong, God's grace, after 10 years on the maturity date of your policy, you get lump sum amount, which is exempt under section 1010D. You don't have to pay any tax. Subject to some condition, ki how much is the yearly premium. Premium should not exceed more than 10% of the total sum assured, and so on. Now, from 1/4/23, they say if your yearly premium exceeds 5 lakh, so now they have put a cap that if you have taken a policy wherein the single premium is 5 lakh, or put together for all the policies taken after 1 for 2023, if your yearly premium exceeds 5 lakhs, then on maturity, whatever amount you receive is going to be taxable. This is not new, dear students. Till last year, this limit was 2.5 lakh. Last year, ये आ चुका था कि ULIP is going to be treated as capital asset, and whatever amount you get on maturity will be taxable under capital gain. If your yearly, what I'm saying, 2.5 is financial year 22-23. If single premium exceeds 250 or 2-3 policy premium exceeds 250, whatever amount you get on maturity, it's going to be taxable. Capital gain mein. Okay. This limit is increased to 5 lakh. If single policy premium or put together all the policy premium throughout the year exceeds 5 lakhs, then on maturity, whatever you receive is going to be taxable under capital gain. It's not going to be exempt under section 1010D. And this is about life insurance. About health insurance and all separately we have discussed. Now, one thing is important here. If the proceeds are received not by individual but by his heirs on the death, then it's going to be exempt. See, that is an emotional side, and true, no? If you have taken the policy and that person is deceased and his son or widow is getting the money, you can't tax them. This is taxable if you have, because life insurance is not only doing risk coverage, it's a mode of investment also. After 10 years, I'll get very good return, then pay the tax. Simple. But after 10 years, if I'm not there, I'm going to be there. If I'm not there and if my family members are receiving, it's still exempt. I hope it's clear. And a small amendment in refund is, until now, like if I'm getting a refund for 1920, they will give. And if they want, they can demand more tax for this year. So, koi correlation nahi tha. Now they are saying refund can be withheld if scrutiny assessment or reassessment for any other year is pending. AON commissioners can say Dipti Chheda's case has gone for scrutiny and she may be liable to pay more demand notice, and then she will pay or not. Better last year's demand you keep on hold. Okay? They're doing this practically. So many people are not getting refund and they're getting mails ki okay, this refund is adjusted in this year and all that. So that's one thing. And now we have covered up everything in heads and slab rates and deductions. These are some welcome measures which you should know otherwise. Huh? For example, monthly income scheme for senior citizen. Until last year, they were putting only 4 point. Excuse me. 4.5 lakh in the single account, 9 lakh in the double account, joint account. Okay, sorry, 4.5 lakh in the single account and 7.5 lakh in the joint account. Last year ka limit hai MIS scheme for senior citizen, you can put maximum 4.5 lakh. That limit is doubled. So we are going towards more saving mode. And even in joint accounts, husband, wife together and all, 7.5 lakh, the limit is doubled to 15 lakh. Senior Citizen Savings Scheme. This is eligible for ATC also. Up to 1.5 lakh you can get a deduction, whatever amount you put. But maximum amount allowed under Senior Citizen Savings Scheme was 15 lakhs. Now they have doubled it to 30 lakhs. Senior citizen can put additional money above 15 lakh also, now up to 30 lakhs in your Senior Citizen Savings Scheme. One more new scheme they are going to introduce, Mahila Samman Saving Certificate. It's kind of FD. which is available for 2 years, and you can deposit up to 2 lakh and they'll be giving you 7.5. Only for females, this scheme is open for 2 years. You can put maximum 2 lakh rupees and nice return of 7.5% they will give. अब इसके pros cons ये amendment है. I've told you I'm not discussing much in detail. This last one point inter students might understand or not. 269 and SS and T. These are the sections which say you cannot take loan or deposit from anyone in cash above 20,000. And this is because otherwise people will put fake entry. In my books, cash is 30,000. In my drawer, the cash is 70,000. So what I do, fake entries. Cash account debit to Harilal, 40,000. They will put fake entries in the books. So now you cannot put fake entries in your books above 20,000. If you want to take loan or deposit, take it by check, account paid check, not even bearer check or ECS and all. Clear? This is the provision of 269 SSNT in 1 minute. Now, this limit is increased to 2 lakh. For whom? Cash deposit and loan. You can, when these primary agricultural cooperative societies and primary cooperative rural development, so they are giving like loan and deposits to farmers in cash and all, then they can do so instead of 20,000 up to 2 lakh. So this limit is increased from 20,000 to 2 lakh. They can give loan and deposit these banks, no problem, because they have genuine reasons. So this is all. And do you know, they say it is like 2 minutes. I have to show you those additional comparative figures. But one thing, someone even asked me, what is this Amrit Kal first budget? So 75 years of freedom we have completed, entering into this 75 years, and next 25 years are the golden years of independence, which are called as Amrit Kal, next 25 years of independence of India. And this is the first budget in the Amrit Kal, and very brief, nice. But my personal view, again I'm saying, the hype they are saying ki new tax regime mein ye benefit hai. I will share the screen now with all of you, wherein, one second, much benefit is not there. I'll show you the comparatives and you compare and check. One second. See this. Can you see this comparative on the screen? Mr. A is having gross salary of 20 lakhs. This I have taken it from the article only, but I really liked it, and credit goes to the article. But Mr. A has a gross salary of 20 lakhs and he's not availing any benefit except standard deduction. So old regime mein gross salary 20 lakh standard deduction. Now new regime also, I told you, no, 50,000 standard deduction they are giving. Actually, if gross salary exceeds 1550, standard deduction is 50 to 500. But some of the, so many of them are not agreeing to it. This 50,000, 50 to 500 is still debatable. Chalo, overall you will get one idea. Now, if your taxable income is 1950, here you are paying a tax 250 to 5 lakh and old. Right side you are paying the tax as per new. So you are saving 1,17,000 tax in the new tax regime. Now changing. Go to Mr. B. Old tax regime, same 20 lakhs gross salary, यहाँ पे 20 lakhs. Okay. Now, standard deduction. But here, in the old tax regime, he is taking HRA exemption. Housing rent allowance is given, and then if you are paying rent, you can claim exemption under 1013A. Huh? ATC if you put the money in PPF and LIC. So all these deductions and exemptions are not allowed in the new tax regime. And both are having same income, 20 lakh, 20 lakh. Now see, your tax is 273 in the old regime and your tax is 296,400 in the new regime. So in the new regime, you are paying more tax. So to conclude is old में tax ज़्यादा है and new में depends on what kind of income you are having, what kind of deductions. It's a huge analysis. If I start working few examples, you will really like it, but that will not serve the purpose. When you do it practically, softwares are helping you out. Generally, I'm telling you, if it is HUF senior citizens, those who don't have much HRA, ATCs and all, new tax regime में tax कम आता है. And those who are having all the heads, they take all ATC, ATD, exemption, this, that. Best is to go for old regime. Okay. One more I would like to share here. One second. That is about comparatives. Nice. I got it from the Times of India paper, and the credit goes to them for giving this nice table. Look at the screen I have shared. Someone was asking me, my sister's son, he was asking me, what is there saying new? So what is old? I said, okay, watch my budget video and I'll explain you. So old tax regime is up to 250, 2,50,000 and 250 to 5 lakh 5%. Here it's like 3 lakh to 6 lakh 5%. So, something else is all popping up. Okay, so like this, 1 minute, I'll try to share again. Technology, however you learn. One second. I'll try to do one more time. If not, then done. I don't know, those files automatically got closed. Yeah, check this. Check this, please. 2,50,000 to 5 lakh, 5%. 5 lakh to 7.5 lakh, 10%. 7.5 to 10 lakh, 15%. This was the same new tax regime only, but till last year. Now they have changed it to 3 to 6 lakhs. For every 3 lakh, the tax is increasing by 5%. So above 15 lakh, it is 30%. And surcharge rate is capped to 25%, which was 37%. So maximum marginal rate, how did I teach you to calculate? If you really love this in-depth analysis of how we calculated MMR and all my examples on 130% tax, on 30, 25% surcharge and all, if this is clear, do share it. And if it is 100% clear, do comment below the video. And I'm making many shorts nowadays, 1 minute only, because I know no one likes to watch 1 minute से ज़्यादा video generally. But budget analysis और कुछ videos तो बड़े ही होने हैं, so that you get proper concept and example. This we are in learning mode. But sometimes when we are in just the concept mode, what is he says, what is this, you will get a lot of clarity and you can just have a glance at all the short videos which I have made right now. Wish you very all the best in whatever you do. Thank you so much for watching this Budget Highlight 2023 complete video till the end. God bless all of you and best wishes to you and me too. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.